So now that Rohit Sharma is back as captain and has completely recovered from injury, the question that everybody is asking is, can Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid bring Indian cricket back on track? And that is our special show today. Focus on the Rohit Rahul combine and what they can do for Indian cricket. My take, absolutely they can. According to me, in 2021, Rohit Sharma was the best composite form batsman for India. Test, white ball combined. And as leader, he has clearly a proven track record, be it 5 IPL titles or even the Asia Cup. So Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid, who has been there, done that as player, as coach of the under-19 side, head of the NCA, tremendous cricketing acumen. There is zero reason for us to even think that they can't. I think Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid, it is just a matter of time that they will get Indian cricket back on track and gradually start to get us ready for what is Mission World Cup. That will be the real cynosure of attention, the real focus point of year 2022. Can India do well in the World Cup? Perhaps the greatest player to have played the game for India, Bharat Ratna Sachin Tendulkar, contributes to this question and debate and is a huge endorsement for the Rohit Rahul combine. Here's Sachin Tendulkar on Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid. 2017 Champions Trophy runner-up, 19 semi-final, 21 wasn't great. This time it will be Rohit and Rahul Dravid. You've played with Rahul for decades. Your thought on the Men's World Cup? Again, the wait is getting longer and longer, and the country wants it badly.
Yeah, I mean, we'll in the coming year, in the month of April, we will complete 11 years. So that's a long wait, and everyone, including me, would love to see that trophy in BCCI's office, in that beautiful cabinet. This is one trophy which all the cricketers play for, the World Cup. It doesn't get any bigger than that, be it a shorter format or the longer format. World Cup is something special, and that is what I feel. I mean, Rohit and Rahul, both a fantastic pair. So I know that guys would give their best shot and prepare to the best of their ability. And then again, to have so many people backing you, what else would one want? It's all about having that support at the right time. And then, of course, I mean, everyone has played enough cricket. Rahul has played enough cricket to understand there are going to be ups and downs along the way. Not to lose hope is the only thing. Keep trying, and we keep moving forward.
The fact is, what is very interesting about Rohit and Rahul are both are process-driven guys, both are calm personalities, able to soak in the pressure. Rohit has a proven captaincy track record. Juniors, seniors, opponents alike have good things to say about Rohit Sharma. Here's his one-time teammate for the Mumbai Indians and one of his adversaries from New Zealand, one of the best, Trent Boult, on Rohit Sharma, batter and captain. Trent Boult on Rohit Sharma. Fingers crossed that happens, and a word on Rohit Sharma. Now that he's India's white ball captain, he's been your captain in the franchise for several years.
Yeah, the Hitman, as he's known as, definitely one of my most favourite players to watch, and yeah, I do enjoy bowling against him. It's why I played the game, to challenge myself against the best players. But definitely sitting back in the changing room and seeing him go about the thing, his way of playing over the last couple of IPLs is pretty astonishing. And he'll take the reins and lead a very strong Indian side towards many a victory, I'm sure. And I look forward to taking them on at some point.
It is very important to forge a team. Get the juniors and the seniors all on the same plane. That is what is the hallmark of a good captain, and that's what Rohit will have to do with this particular Indian side. One of the young players who have made the cut in the T20 format in the new team as well, Venkatesh Iyer, all of us are saying that as an all-rounder, he will have a role to play in the Australia World T20 along with Hardik Pandya once he is fully back and fit. What does Venkatesh Iyer have to say about Rohit Sharma's captaincy and playing under Rohit Sharma? Here's Venkatesh Iyer on Rohit Sharma. And when you mention this, give me your sense of Rohit as captain, because you will play under him, fingers crossed, in the T20 World Cup this year in Australia. That's a massive tournament. I'll come to that. But having played under Rohit as captain in that New Zealand series, your thoughts on Rohit as captain?
I think it was wonderful playing under Rohit Bhai. He gives you the space that you need, which is very important for a cricketer. Any cricketer will play well if he is in his zone. So Rohit Bhai allows every player to be in his zone, and there is a lot of value for your suggestion. And for that matter, not just Rohit Bhai, but even Rahul sir as well. The reception that they gave me in the dressing room, the day one in the Indian camp was so special. It was so normal. Someone like me going into the dressing room might expect a lot of things there, to be reserved, to be isolated. But it was so normal. It felt so normal that I could be me there and then not think about anything else. So it was wonderful playing under them, and I'm really hopeful that I can contribute much more than just bat and ball there.
Finally, the man himself. Clearly, it is very important to identify a problem. Only if you identify a problem can you find out a solution. And that is the good part about Rohit Sharma, that he will not skirt away from a problem. He will address that problem head on. So Rohit Sharma on captaincy and what he believes was ailing India, what is the solution? Rohit Sharma for you. Rohit, captain of India, T20 World Cup coming up next year. I'll deep dive. I remember that show that you and I had done in Bangalore before the COVID pandemic hit the world, and you said, juggling a ball, that unless we win a World Cup, even my 500s, it doesn't matter to me. You have to win a World Cup. Now you're the captain. Talk to me about it.
Yeah, of course. I think when you play the sport, when you play the game, you want to achieve the best. And I feel the best is to win the championship. You will score many runs, many hundreds, but winning that championship always stays with you, because you know why? Because that's a collective effort from the team. Because at the end of the day, we play a team sport. It's not an individual sport. So what you achieve as a team is very, very important to me, and it is something that I want to achieve. That a team goal, which is to win the championships. Mine, obviously, we've got few World Cups coming up. We'll keep an eye on that, but there is a lot of things that we need to do as a team to get that championship. And we have the team, we have the players, we have support staff now to go and get it. It's just about what we do prior to the World Cup is very, very important. And I think when you hunt for that championship, there's so much pressure in terms of players' performance, in terms of people's expectation, and in terms of everyone coming together and collectively putting that effort. So there's a lot of pressure there. But one thing that I would love to do is just take that pressure away from the boys, at least. And how we can do that is by little things right, like making sure that we give them that security, that freedom to go and express, and all those things. That is the way to start, and then we will see how things plan out in the next 2 or 3 months. We've got nearly about 20-25 T20s, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, it's a handful number of T20s that we will be playing before the World Cup. So we'll have a fair idea about what we need to do as a team, to get everything right.
How do you look at yourself as captain of India? Do you set goals? Do you have a particular philosophy that works in franchise cricket? What is your captaincy philosophy? You just alluded to it, that I will not let pressure come on to the boys. And you've told me in the past that I am the least important member of the team as captain. But what is your captaincy philosophy? You will explain a little bit more.
That's what I feel. The captain needs to stand at the back. He cannot be the forefront. I understand in terms of performance, he needs to be forefront. But while doing everything else, he needs to be taking the back seat, making sure that, the rest of the players are, getting their job done in whatever way they can. And just make sure that the reason I say that the captain has to be taking the back seat is because, he can make sure that he puts his hand around everyone from behind. That is what I meant when I said that you have to be taking the back seat. Captain looks good when the team looks good, when the team performs well. Captain looks bad, horrible, whatever you want to say, when the team doesn't do well. So I think it's not captain. Yes, I mean, in how I look at it is, the kind of players you have, the stuff that the captain is allowing the players to do. I think that is very, very important. And captain can take a lot of credit when everything goes well. And at the same time, when things don't go well, captain is blamed for everything. I don't think that is the right way to think or look forward to that. I think it's important that the world understands what the role of a captain is. Captain is there to make sure that the right players are playing, the right combination is put out there, and obviously there are a few tactical things that he needs to look after.
So the whole deal, this was a special, as we said, on Rohit and Rahul. Rohit Sharma and Rahul Dravid, and can they bring Indian cricket back on track? Like I said at the start, I think they absolutely can. You've heard the greatest Sachin Tendulkar, you've heard young Venkatesh Iyer, you've heard of Trent Boult, and you've heard from Rohit. So all of us believe that this is the start of India's journey for Mission World Cup and year 2022 with the captain back from injury. And this is the start of a new era or a new phase in Indian cricket. Wishing the two all the very best, fingers crossed for them, and hoping that from the West Indies series itself, the cycle will turn.